Bullets fly and flames erupt inside a Southwest Florida home. A haunting plume of smoke rising over this upscale neighborhood.
Mystery surrounds what started it, but the results we know were deadly. It all happened at the home on Lakeland Circle in the Gateway community east of I-75 and north of the airport.
Tonight, investigators say they have found a body inside that home. Thanks for choosing 4 in Your Corner. I'm Patrick Nolan.
And I'm Kelly Stegeman in for Emily Dishno. 4 in Your Corner's Dave Colbreth joins us live from that neighborhood with the very latest.
Yeah, this neighborhood is called Silver Lakes at Gateway. It's off of Griffin Road. All of this started at 4:16 this afternoon when a wife and a daughter of a 70-year-old man called 911 on their husband and father.
We were called initially to the scene because of shots fired, so I understand that he had fired several shots before we got there at his wife and daughter for some sort of domestic dispute. Luckily, they were not hit and were not injured through all of that.
It was at that point when a Lee County Sheriff's deputy showed up.
When the deputy initially arrived, he was fired upon by the suspect, by the subject, and returned fire. We do not know at this point if the deputies returned fire.
Other deputies then arrived and saved the 2 women.
The wife and the daughter were rescued, brought outside. They're safe and sound, and they were able to get them out through a window of the residence.
Then, by all accounts, an unusual turn of events. A fire started inside the house while the SWAT team was outside negotiating with the man.
We had somebody inside the house, and he was barricaded himself in, apparently had a gun, and so he allegedly had somehow set his house on fire. So we had some smoke showing, but we couldn't go to work because we had a dangerous situation, somebody reportedly inside the house with a gun.
But since there was an armed man inside the house, it wasn't safe for the firefighters to go inside and put out the fire.
We actually worked closely with the SWAT team. We were giving them some of our equipment so that they could do what they had to do in there and try to get the fire stopped. That didn't pan out very well. They can only get so far into the building.
So basically, they had to sit and watch the house burn to the ground.
Once it got to the point where we didn't think anybody else was in the house that could survive so that we could safely approach the house, we started fighting the fire.
The man's name has not been released pending notification of all next of kin. There are also a number of things that are unclear at this point, and they cannot do a positive identification, presumably because the body is badly burned. Also, as far as a cause of death, that's not been released or unclear at this point. Whether it was the man, did he die because of the fire or perhaps a self-inflicted gunshot wound right after he set the fire, all of that is unclear. What is clear is that no deputies were shot here today. So everybody in that particular situation is all okay. Live, Dave Colbreth, Fox 4 in Your Corner.